With our completed diffusion maps, now what we can do is go on to run Wishbone on them. And the first step in determining how to do that is to actually go in and look at the results of the diffusion maps run. In the results, you'll see this PDF. And what we want to do is go ahead and download it and look at it. When we open the PDF, we'll see basically a representation of the diffusion components and how much variance in the data is captured with each one. And what the authors suggest to us is that we essentially look for a drop-off point in this graph, and then we take the number of diffusion components that we see before the drop-off point, or really to the number indicated by the drop-off point. Now, it should be noted that there's actually an extra point on this, 0.0 on this graph, and in OMIQ you only have access to diffusion components starting from number 1. So in this case, the way we would interpret this graph is we would take 1, 2, and 3 into Wishbone. And with this information, what we will do is go back into OMIQ, and we'll start setting up for our Wishbone. And the first thing we actually have to do before we go in and choose Wishbone again is that we need to do a little bit of gating. And what the purpose of our gating is to actually choose a starting point for the Wishbone analysis. And so in our case, all we have to do is make a small gate around where we want to start, and we're going to choose these double negatives in CD4 and CD8. So I'll just choose a rectangle gate and just draw a small gate here, call it start cell. And what OMIQ will do is actually just choose a cell randomly from in here, and that's totally fine. You don't have to get it down to a single cell, actually. So go ahead and save that and move on to doing Wishbone again. And we'll recall that Wishbone is multiple tasks in one. We have diffusion maps, trajectory, and trajectory plots. We already ran diffusion maps, so now it's time to run trajectory. Once we choose that, we'll be reminded that we have a choice between Wishbone and Wanderlust. We're focusing on Wishbone right now. We will leave the default settings as they are, and then we'll just choose the filter that we want to start the analysis from, and we'll choose the start cell. Of course, we have to choose our file, and what we're going to do is choose the diffusion components 1, 2, and 3, which we had decided we were going to do based on the figure that we looked at previously. Okay, with that in mind, we will run Wishbone.